Welcome to Cali Comfort BBQ. My name is Shawn Walchef. I am the owner of Cali Comfort BBQ with my wife out here in Spring Valley. We own a barbecue media company. So we have a single unit barbecue restaurant. We've been in business since 2008. We just opened our second location, which is a ghost kitchen. We put on a podcast, we make YouTube videos, but as much as I think that I'm the barbecue expert, I know that I need to ask for help. So I've asked Derrick Walz, who is our barbecue pitmaster here at Cali BBQ, to help us learn how to smoke a tri-tip. So we smoke tri-tip at our restaurant every single day. We have a Weber kettle, ranch kettle over in the corner over here where we, our team, which is Bernice and Jack over there, they're using the old hickory in the kettle to smoke tri-tips. We do that every single day at our restaurant. But today we're gonna teach you at home, Derrick's actually gonna teach me how to prep a tri-tip, season a tri-tip, smoke a tri-tip, and then cut a tri-tip, but we're gonna use this Weber right here.
So today we're gonna work on Weber's Summit Kamado E6. So this is all in one. This is their version of a Kamado grill. So what we have here is a well-insulated machine that you can use perfect for smoking and for grilling, which we're gonna do today with our tri-tip. So we're using starters here to get our lump charcoal started. So I like the fact of using a charcoal grill, definitely more primitive. You're playing with fire, all natural. I love the flavor that it gives off. I love being able to control the charcoal itself. Gas grill is pretty much almost set it and forget it, which is great. Very easy to use, very attainable to, take care of and cook your proteins, veggies, whatever it may be. But I love the flavor and the quality that you get off of charcoal itself. So here we have our prime tri-tip, Shawn. So what we want to do is have it fat side up.
Fat side up.
Fat side up here. We're gonna go ahead and start trimming this down a little bit. So we're gonna take a layer off of here. Realistically, for the people to simplify it, I wouldn't leave any more than a 1/4 inch of fat on the top of this. So you're gonna have this membrane that's here. You're gonna wanna cut that off. It's really pillowy and whatnot, so it's not really gonna do a whole lot. So we're gonna shave that all off, get a nice little fat layer. Anything that sticks out, that doesn't look right, something that you're like, you know what, I really wouldn't wanna chew on that later, cut it off.
Now, are we leaving any fat caps?
Yeah, we're gonna leave a small fat cap. Like I said, I wouldn't leave anything more than a 1/4 inch. I try and take it down maybe a little bit more, but it's all about personal preference. I like having that fat there, especially when it's final product. It gives it so much flavor, it really does. But, like I said, it's
If
preference.
I can do it, anybody can do it. That's what barbecue's easier than we expect. We all want to be experts, but you got to start somewhere. You got to get messy, you got to mess it up. But once you learn how to do it, it's fun.
It's a matter of messing up. That's how you learn. You're gonna make a lot of bad barbecue. I've made tons of bad barbecue. Hell, maybe some people to this day might still say I make bad barbecue. I don't think so, because I get better every time. But before we get it on the grill itself, we're gonna go ahead and season it with our Santa Maria seasoning. So we have salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. It's a very simple blend. So I typically like to use my left hand for the protein, my right hand for seasoning.
My daughter actually does this very well.
She does.
She was learning how to season ribeyes this week. She's 1.5, or she's almost 2 actually.
So you want to get in any little nooks and crannies in and around that fat, because you don't want to also have pockets of just like heavy seasoning. Get around the edges, those corners. Like I said, you get little pockets in there. Get a little pocket. Just hit that, but just don't leave a whole lot of seasoning in there, because then you're gonna get an immediate bite of just like overwhelming seasoning. So we don't want that. But we want to make sure we cover the whole protein. We're gonna give it a nice dusting, but not too heavy. Make sure we cover the protein. And this is exactly how we do it here at the restaurant at Cali BBQ.
Beautiful. Oh, look at yours. Yours is way more seasoned than mine.
Season it up a little bit more. Give it some.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Don't be
but
shy.
like I said, we're not caking it on either, though. We want to make sure that the protein is covered, though. And then now we're gonna get these guys ready to go ahead and put on the grill itself. So we're gonna prep our Weber Summit Kamado E6, that is, and get that ready for smoke. So down here where we have our vent control, you'll see on the far left-hand side, our vent is currently closed. We're gonna set it to smoke, which is gonna be this guy right here. So we're gonna put our lever right over the dot, and then when we come to get ready to do our reverse sear later on in our cook, we're gonna go ahead and move the vent all the way open to direct heat and increase our airflow. But for right now, for our smoking, we're gonna go ahead and set it on this one. So that's gonna leave our vent at the bottom partially open to set us up for our cook. All right, so we're gonna take our seasoned tri-tips, put it on our Weber Summit Kamado E6, And we're gonna go ahead and let that smoke. We're gonna try and keep the grill at about 225, no more than 250. How we like to do it here in Cali BBQ is low and slow. So we went ahead and smoked our tri-tips at about 225 degrees, and we kept them on there for about 45 minutes to an hour. Ultimately, what we're looking for is an internal temperature of about 110. Internal temp about 110. At that point, we're going to remove them off the smoker, and then we went ahead and removed our diffuser plate, and then we combined our char baskets, put them together right in the middle, and then put our grate back on, so that way we could do direct cooking on it, or direct grilling. So we're gonna go ahead and get this as hot as we can. We're over 500 degrees right now. So we're gonna take the tri-tip fat side down, and we're gonna go right on top of the flame. And we wanna hear that sizzle. I wish you guys could smell this, how good it smells. We're gonna try and get some char and some color on these tri-tips, get some grill marks on them as well.
Char marks are actually burn marks.
Yeah, so look at that color that we have.
That's a burn mark that we actually encourage the burn because that's flavor.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's why when we trimmed it, we left fat on it.
Absolutely, so that's what we wanted. So, like I said, I think that's textbook for us here at Cali BBQ. This is what we're looking for. It's not overkill, but it's got a little bit in there. You got that nice mahogany color underneath it, so you can't be mad at that. It's gonna add, and it's gonna help that protein tighten up as well. But yet, we're still gonna go ahead and have some great flavor in there.
That's the good stuff.
And once you get your color on there, we're gonna go ahead and pull them off. We're gonna cut it against that grain, so we start right on the end. And you can see the smoke ring that we're getting off of this, off of that pecan wood that we used. So we're getting some nice color. All that connective tissue, that collagen has all rendered down, and that's gonna give us all our flavor in this cut of meat.
So hopefully you guys learned how to smoke a tri-tip. Like I said, we cook it here at our barbecue restaurant, but I also cook it at home. Now I'm more confident thanks to Derrick's his tips today on how to cook it on my Weber at home. So low and slow, you can sear it, you can cut it against the grain. You'd use the seasoning. If you guys ever have any questions, you can always hit us up at Cali BBQ on Instagram, or you can send us a tweet, or you can go to our website, calibbq.media. Derrick loves to answer questions. We love to answer questions. Get out there and do it. Mess up some tri-tips, but also ask for tri-tip. We know that this is a very California thing, but tri-tip is gaining in popularity. We have friends in Australia that are smoking tri-tip, friends in Norway that are smoking tri-tip. It is an incredible cut of meat. Any tips before we go?
No, just keep barbecuing. Make mistakes, you're gonna get better. Ask questions, be curious. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Absolutely. Get in there, here, let me get you one.
Is
Look
this
at that
it?
guy, there you go. Look at that. Look at how it just starts coming apart. Like I said, slice against the grain.
Wow.
Simple salt, pepper, a little garlic, a little onion, and then that char. You taste that seasoning on the outside?
There's a reason we have this on the menu. Cheers.
Cheers.